You might like A Christmas Story, but here's a bunch of people who hated it. Ho, ho, ho.
It's wise to say that only Americans will like A Christmas Story. I do enjoy this movie, but the scenes were so cheesy, and Darren McGavin as the dad and Melinda Dillon as the mother are annoying as hell. I do understand that the movie is from Ralphie's point of view as a kid, but no sir, it's not my favorite Christmas movie. If you don't grow up in the same family Ralphie does, you won't like it. You can't grow up in the same family Ralphie does. That's a fictional family. Point one. Point two, yeah, of course Americans like The Christmas Story better because it's very, very American. we go way all out. Although I wish we had the paper hats like they do in Britain. Those are cool.
Holy Christmas shitballs, did I hate this movie. Nothing but kids whining for 2 hours. Well, do kids do anything else? And really, what are you doing but whining with this Holy Christmas shitballs business?
I hate that movie. Ever cause I am tired. Do that every years on the 24th to 25th. 25, not even a 25th. Okay, Christmas. I want to break. I wanted some else movie. I hate that movie. I hate. Really? Really, bro? Where did you learn your grammar from? Melissa, I feel so bad for you. You should know how to type better than this. Even if you're 7 or 8, my 8-year-old can type better than this. I mean, seriously, I text my 8-year-old and she has better grammar than that. It's pathetic.
I hate this movie and hate that it's on for 24 hours. So you hate it so much, you don't even want to fully say absolutely. You just, there's not a character limit on YouTube, so you don't have to abbreviate either. And she gave it half a star. There's also not a character limit on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm sure, especially not for a review this short.
2 stars. Unfortunately, I have watched this frowny face. Well, Shauna, isn't watching it a prerequisite of reviewing it? I mean, is this a surprise? That's your whole thing? No, that's my review. This film exists. Oh, yes, that's the unfortunately. That's the unfortunately, the pronoun. It's unfortunate to watch it. I don't know. What's so unfortunate?
A really white Christmas. White suburbanites are shown or romanticized to the extreme. Consumerism is the main driving point of the movie, and as a result, we are blasted by ads for the Red Ryder BB rifle. When it comes to teaching values to the young, this film just seems like what a Trump family Christmas would be like. Avoid. Okay, first of all, I'm clearly not white, and my parents moved from Korea to the States in the late 70s, and this is one of their favorite movies. My dad's favorite scene is the Chinese Christmas, the Farao, all that. I don't know life without this movie. It brought this Korean family together, so I don't think that really proves your point, although I wasn't really raised that Korean. You're more Asian than I am.
I'm more Asian than you are.
So I'm pretty white and suburban, so I'm losing my point. We move on to the next one.
Most annoying Christmas movie ever made. 3 exclamation points. Cannot even get past the first 10 minutes of the movie because Ralphie's younger brother is so annoying. Just terrible and stupid holiday movie, and would take the Grinch remake with Jim Carrey over this movie any day. What planet are you from? How do you not... Like, that's the whole point of a younger brother, that he's annoying. Like, I have too much rage. I have to go.
Oh. Boys have got a lot of toys in here. That's better. Can I get a scotch and soda, please? I still need these to read. Fuck this movie. I'm sick of it. Sorry, Gianni. That's just how we roll at Christmas time. I think America still likes this movie, right? They play it every damn day, right? 600 times? Gianni. You're getting cold.
Maybe you had to have grown up with this, but I can never even finish it as an adult. Is this gonna be another thing where people didn't finish the movie? If you didn't finish it, you don't get to review it, all right? Not a finger.
I'm sorry, but I could never get into this movie, and I've seen it several times. Well, kudos to you for giving things chances, but I feel like you shouldn't see it several times. If you don't like something, give it maybe twice, and not several. Several definitely implies that you saw it like more than 3 times. Like I just automatically think like 8 when you say several. See it once sober, see it once drunk, and if you need to see it a 3rd time, I guess smoke weed. I don't know. Try and have 3 different circumstances. Unless you just accidentally saw it several times, which is possible with this movie.
One of the worst movies ever put out. And how long have you been a critic, dear? I wonder. Put out? Put out.
This movie is the stuff nightmares are made of. Please don't make me watch it again. If this gives you nightmares, then you probably shouldn't be watching TV or movies in general, because this is some PG baby shit.
What? It's true.
I hate this movie. No. You can't hate this movie. It's not possible. Like, you cannot like it, sure. What did this movie do to you that has you hate it? Did, like, while your parents were getting divorced, was Christmas Story playing in the background and now you just associate Christmas Story with your broken family? Is that why? Gosh.
1.5 stars. Just really weird, random, and boring film. Did we watch the same film? This is, what's it? A Christmas Story, right? This is beloved around the world here, darling. What's your name again? What's it? Oh, Alexander? Well, Alexander the Great. Alexander, Tsar of Russia. I'm sorry, maybe you're boring too, huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to make fun of you. I'm sorry. Look, Alexander, can we get past this? Can we be friends? Listen, of course it's random, but it's not boring. I mean, when the dogs eat the turkey, for God's sake, come on. That is a thrill a minute. When he says, you'll shoot your eye out, kid, that's what we call a comedy callback. Come on. Boring. Come on. God, these people.
All right, Robert H. with 2.5 stars. Has funny parts, but mostly dumb. Dull. What? What?
Televisual style?
What the hell does that mean?
Say like made for TV or something? I mean, it does air on TV a lot, but
Wasn't the whole point of it to be on television?
I agree, it has funny parts all the fucking time.
I'm not sure what it is. Maybe the leg, maybe the kid. I hate this film. You hate Christmas, obviously. F you.
But even if you hate Christmas, you have to love the
Right?
leg.
Just the leg, like.
Ralphie tried to feel up that leg's ass.
Yes, it was amazing.
Everyone's done that.
Annoying kid won't shut up about gun for 90 minutes. Nostalgia doesn't equal quality. Well, you may be right there, Paul. Nostalgia does not equal quality. But quality equals quality, okay? Jesus. Nostalgia. I'll give you some nostalgia here. Where's that drink? Ah, thank you. Ooh.
It's not really all that good for a Christmas special. Compared to what? There's not a whole lot of, like, amazing Christmas movies out there. You want to compare it to, like, the Star Wars Christmas special? I'll tell you which one holds up better. Die Hard is a direct sequel to A Christmas Story. A lot of people don't know that. The Christmas special makes it seem like they thought it was, like, another show or another series, and this is the Christmas episode of it. But I don't know what that show would look like. Was that show called A Story?
Honestly, don't understand the hype. Just not for me. It's easy to understand the hype because all you have to do is Google it and it's explained. Now I'm just picturing Lil Jon green screened into the movie, just yelling in a way that I have not the ability to do. Getting everybody all hyped up. Yeah.
That was really good.
Whoa, I'm white.
It doesn't induce any Christmas spirit. A B. gun for Christmas? Christmas spirit? Maybe you should find some, dearie. Not be so mean. A B. gun. Why do you have the little periods and the lowercase b's? Grammar lessons, dearie.
Cannot stand this movie.
Ugh.
There are so many dots with this. Wow. Very good rating. You know, you should probably put a little bit more detail into your review. Just say. Can not stand We get it. You have Tourette's.
And say it sensually. Like you just did. You already did it. That was the joke.
There's nothing magical or funny about it. It doesn't even feel like a Christmas story, so why bother calling it that? In fact, the quite opposite is true. There's literally not a better title for this movie. It's just A Christmas Story. That's like saying Jurassic Park is a terrible title for the movie. It's just like, well, it's like there's not even a Jurassic Park. It's literally the whole movie.
Like almost all comedies, A Christmas Story has its funny moments, so that's very kind of you. But they are few and far between. Additionally, I do not become nostalgic upon watching the film. Hence, the two driving points of the film, nostalgia and humor, both vanish, and watching the film becomes an exercise in self-flagellation. I think you mean self-flagellation. Self-flagellation means you're flogging yourself. Self-flagellation means you are farting on yourself. You understand the difference? Because otherwise, you're very erudite. Your writing style is profound and ebullient and loquacious, I must say. But listen, I like, if it's self-flagellating, I think everyone self-flagellates. No one can fart anyone else. Am I wrong about this, guys?
Lacking a coherent plot and populated by flat, mean, unlikable characters. A Christmas Story is an unfunny, irritating, painful mess of a film. And that's why it's amazing. Did you have no childhood growing up in the Midwest at Christmas, or was that just me?
Not a finger!
Well, maybe a couple.
Well, we were told through the years that we had to see this movie. And finally we did. And we're very disappointed. Some cute moments for sure, but generally lackluster and slow. Colleen, but seriously, just have some pumpkin pie, like rice cakes, because that's, wait, let me put that in focus. have some pumpkin pie pancakes and shut the up, because seriously, you all need to see this movie.
Calm down. And they're potato chips.
Hey, Colleen H., just like you, I didn't read what the it was about, so I didn't realize it was gonna be a good product.
I'd rather gouge my eyes out with a spoon than sit through this again every year. At least one of my teachers would have the brilliant idea of showing this film during class as a treat. It's not a treat for you, it's a treat for her, because she doesn't have to talk to you idiots. 1 year, I had to sit through it in 3 separate classes, 2 of which showed it on the same days. Okay, well, that's just laziness. You should speak to the Board of Education about that. It may have been good the first time, but repeated torture of it has caused a severe disliking. The marathon serves only to remind me of how many times I was subjected to it in my youth. Are you not still in your youth if your school teachers are showing you this every year? Jessica S. Hey, little ice cube, baby. Thank you.
Personally, I've seen this so many times that if I don't see it again for the rest of my life, I won't be heartbroken. Ted Turner cashes in every Christmas with the traditional 24-hour airing of the movie on TBS. Been like that since the 90s. And if I do watch this movie, I only need to see the final 20 minutes of it, as that is my favorite part of the movie. Good acting, though. Hold on. Let me break this one down. So you don't need to watch it, but if you do want to watch it, you only see the last 20 minutes of it, which is... The last 20 minutes of it is like just after the good stuff happened. You miss out on all of the stuff that lead up to him getting the present that he finally got, and you tune in at the part where you realize all of the adults were right and he shouldn't have gotten the present. That's a horrible way to watch this movie. You're watching movies wrong.
I'm sorry, I hate this movie. I hated everyone in this movie, especially Ralphie. Yeah, that asshole. I liked him. I thought I could kind of relate to him. You can kind of relate to everybody in this movie, actually, depending on your age. If you can't recognize that, Ralphie is basically all of us as a kid, then you are still that asshole kid, or worse.
I do not like this film. Period. I like that there's a period, and then it says period, and then there's a period to close out that sentence. I don't like this film. Period. 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 More periods than once a month at a sorority. Assuming all their monthlies are synced up. At least synced up better than this audio.
So Dumb, a Stupid Movie, a 1% by Aiden. By Aiden, oh that's so good. We're so glad to know it was you. Aiden talking about himself in third person. Well, that would be a dumb rating by Granny Potty Mouth.
I literally believe this is the creepiest movie of all time, American classic or not, if you think this is creepy. You apparently haven't watched my movies.
I may be the only one out there that hates this movie. Apparently not. Apparently you have a ton of other people who you can now have, I don't know, some kind of very boring Christmas. You guys just all gather around and just hate A Christmas Story and open up your gifts and throw it in the fire, I guess. You guys should start a meetup. All you people just get together and just, I don't know, be miserable together. How can you hate A Christmas Story?
Wish I enjoyed watching this movie every year. Well, Jared, your wish is granted. You now enjoy watching this movie every year. This is a Christmas miracle. That'll be $7.
Hate this movie. No parent should force their children into I already hate this. All right, hold on. No parent should force their children into certain situations. Pink bunnies, PJs. Oh, you know a little bit about that. We're not going to talk about it.
While it's sort of from the kid's POV, showing how he sees the sheer meanness that surrounds him, it lacks, in my opinion, any compassion for that kid.
Yeah,
that's the point, though. The family are fairly horrible. Santa is horrible. I mean, that's just a general statement. But, all right. So first of all, my parents forced me into the pink bunny PJs.
I told you.
I clearly turned out fine. I only live on YouTube. That's all.
He turned out fine.
I didn't become a doctor like my parents wanted me to. I'm fine.
That's right.
Alec B. Half star. I already hate you. Everyone pegged this film as a classic, because it is. And it has the elements that would seem to make it so, but I just couldn't get into it. Didn't amuse me. Maybe I have had to have seen it as a child. You might have to seen it when you weren't a hipster bullshit. Like, I feel like I'm gonna meet you in one of those bars that's just all like, what were we talking about? The beer?
It's like beer that you have to chew.
No, but yeah, what is it called though? The Craftsman beer. F*** you, Alec. You don't like Christmas if you don't like this movie.
I only saw this movie once, and all I remember about it is that he shoots himself in the eye. That's about the worst Christmas ever. And I'm not interested in watching a movie about the worst Christmas ever. Well, I'm sorry, George. The whole point is it's the worst Christmas ever can turn into the best Christmas ever. That's why we watch The Christmas Story. That's why we come together in moments of joy. Merry Christmas. Where the f*** is my soda?
Whoa, hold up. All right. Sorry, I respect the reviewers. I thought this movie was supposed to be good after all the praise I've heard for this movie, and it turns out to be crap? Am I the only one who didn't like this movie? Well, clearly not. We just watched a bunch of other people that hated it. That's the thing. That's what we say at the beginning of the thing. I'm not crazy. That's suspiciously defensive right out of the gate, buddy. There has to be someone out there who agrees with me. This movie was honestly just painful to watch. Everyone was annoying. Ralphie was annoying, his brother was annoying, his friends were annoying, and his parents were annoying. This review is annoying. Throughout the entire film, I wanted to punch Ralphie's brother right in the mouth. God, that is violent. Wow. All right. I didn't laugh once during the entire movie either. It just wasn't funny. If there was a funny moment, please enlighten me. This is one of those guys who thinks that jokes are funnier after you explain them. Once it was over, I came to a conclusion that the people who love this movie watched it as a kid and remember it fondly. Or, I'm completely insane! This is what I was talking about, how you were super defensive earlier on by saying, like, I'm not crazy, and then you're being like, or maybe I am completely insane. This review's throwing me for a loop, man. You need some help, for real. The latter, I think not. See, alright, now I'm very confused. This review's making me crazy. That's why the review is throwing me for a loop. His name is Bendy. I was not one of those people who watched this as a kid and grew up with it. As a kid, I hated it. I thought it was really dumb. And it was only later in life that I really started to enjoy it because it reminded me of how insufferable I was as a kid. I feel like you don't get a lot of the movie if you are an insufferable kid, but when you grow out of it and you see, oh, these kids are horrible, then you start to be like, oh, okay, I get this movie. I see what this movie is doing. But yeah, definitely didn't grow up with it, for sure. So everyone stop saying that.
I always have and always will hate this movie. Not true. You didn't hate this movie before it came out. You also didn't hate this movie before you saw it. And if you did, then you're some fucking hipster asshole who just hates things because other people like it. So screw you, guy who's not wearing pants just because other people like pants. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We had a lot of fun making it, and particularly we had a good time because of all the people who got to join us, including RKVC, Ruth Ann from GeekChic Promotions, Granny Potty Mouth, who I'm sure a lot of you may know, of course, from Granny Potty Mouth. How would you not know that? Scott from NerdSync, Ricky from Stewdippin, Professor Puppet, Nickey Huntsman, and of course, Weird Vegas Hipster Santa, who decided to show up. All of the links to their YouTube channels will be in the description. We want to thank them all very, very much for coming over. And some of them didn't even come over. Some of them did this remotely, which was really nice of them to do. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you guys had a fun time with our video. Let us know if you love A Christmas Story as much as a lot of us do, or if you hate it and agree with all these haters. That being said, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it for Boss Level 8 if you want to see more videos from us. There's also a couple you can click on the screen. And until we see you guys next time, geek out and game on.